to love BPC 157 until the FDA just came down on it.
What the fuck is that about?
Ah, fuck, dude. It just.
Why did they do that?
You know, what's astounding is I read that whole report, and it wasn't for safety reasons, right? It wasn't because of the reporting of massive amounts of anaphylactic shock or hospitalizations or overuse or somebody having some kind of illness or effect or shock because of it. It was because of the lack of safety data, which is another way of saying it hasn't been paid to be put through full-blown FDA clinical trials, which no one's going to do.
So does that make BPC 157 impossible to get now?
It will, yeah, and a whole
so
host
effective.
of other. It's so effective. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how many thousands and thousands and thousands of patients my clinical team has put on BPC 157, never with an adverse event. It is so good for the gut. It's a gastric pentadecapeptide. It's actually synthesized from gastric juice, so it's actually tolerated very well orally.
I've started to see it orally, which I never really saw before. I always saw it as an injectable, but I see it advertised as orally.
Well, site injecting it into the site of an injury, like if you have a lateral epicondylitis or something, you inject it to that site of injury is very good, right? It'll localize there and kind of help call platelets to that location. But it's also extraordinarily good for leaky gut. So people that suffer from inflammatory conditions of the bowel, irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's disease, diverticulitis, those sorts of things, BPC 157 can be just a game changer because it is tolerated well.
And they're going to get rid of it.
They're going to get rid of it.
Those motherfuckers.
I know.
These motherfuckers.
It's fucked up. They're amino acids. They're amino acid sequences. I mean, same with growth hormone peptides. Well, sermorelin still being allowed, but ipamorelin, CGC 1295.